to away victory. Curtis Jones. Gravenberch. Jones gets a little great first touch. Well located. Delicately nudges it out towards James. That touch for Fofana was very important for Chelsea. Wide open spaces there. Let's his midfield to get back. This is Enzo Fernandez already on the score sheet today. Almost a very good ball for Cook. Slightly overstruck. Gusto. Casado. Both teams pouring from the stoppage time here. Stepping outside his penalty area, but his hands and the ball were both inside the box. It's not to be one moment of brilliance. That's one miscalculation that could decide this game. James. Still off in the one that comes up with something special for Chelsea. James. The dash very quickly up his foot. And Liverpool fans want this distribution to be quicker. You can audibly hear the dissatisfaction with how Liverpool slowly turn the cogs, turning defence into attack.
Yeah, nobody made a run.
Gomez. She gives it straight to Malo Gusto. Fofana under pressure. Here is Kirkes.
Oh, madam ako efficient, anajua customer service. Alafu ana ako welcoming, hello. Yeah. Hey, hello, coffee cakes. Today I'm chilling, I'm watching football.
How often is he in the right place at the right time for Chelsea? Turn it up to Enzo. James.
Soccer, yeah. Soccer. Let me show you.
It's going to be a yellow card for Liverpool as well.
Day for soccer. Arsenal hawajapeana goal game nyingine. Bado ni one. Liverpool na Chelsea bado wako draw.
Mani naona game ya
Sufficient evidence here as they to advance positions for this free kick. McFarlane's not settling for a draw. Enzo Fernandez. Cucurella. It's going to be a Liverpool throw.
Tumefanya poa tukaingia huko nje kunanyesha. Huko nje kunanyesha.
Is this going to be the end of Chelsea's visible run of 6 Premier League defeats in a row?
FIFA, long live Mexico. Gini.
If it isn't, it's going to be a horrible.
Naendanga live sahi. Sasa watu wana expect nikuwe live sahi, wanaondoka kwa club. check ile mchezo.
Could be the interim role briefly in January after Maresca left.
Mse ameitisha
Chelsea kicked over the very late goal at Manchester City, I remember. They produced
naitisha kimsinga. Naletewa kai imebebwa juu.
Jack Pedro,
Singleton. Around 16:10.
Two players down. Casey's just got back up to his feet.
Hebu angalia, but ina depend na nini na years.
You know, something like they did look back down together, close, and they were satisfied that there was no foul there.
Yeah, Crystal has made his way back into position, or just about to be back in position.
10 cheap
Seven minutes, almost up.
Speaking of Gomez, Van Dijk, don't
First line.
Today I'm watching football. Dr. Ben is outright. Yes, I'm watching football today, but I'll be online at night.
Several occasions.
I'll be online at around 9-8 there.
It's been a strange afternoon for Liverpool fans. A day that started so well. Kevin Bridges has gone up to just 5
Sherehe
minutes.
imeanza mapema. Unanunua Singleton saa hii, inamaanisha utatoka kesho
Reigning
asubuhi.
champions will not be able to steal from that lead, and as you can see, simple fans have already seen off.
Hey. Hiyo food yetu wamepika. Yamekaa.
Chelsea have still not won in the Premier League in well over 2 months, but this will be more satisfying for Calvert Valley than it is for Alice Slots. It's only a 6-point earned from Chelsea's last 11 Premier League games. Kevin Bridges' wonderful goal, struck from well outside the penalty area, should have set a more sturdy platform for Liverpool today. But Enzo Fernandez free kick, intended as a cross, ended up nestled in the bottom corner.
Okay, this is how I relax. It's modeling behavior.
1 goal each and 1 point each. Honest even at Anfield. Blues at full
Yes,
time.
I'm trying to relax.
That's his first
I'm
Premier
trying
League
to
point in
relax.
7 games. Liverpool unable to find a winner.
Half time.
All but secured Champions League.
Half time 1-1.
What did you make of the game and especially that second half?
Huh?
We're back in the second half. We're not really creating anything much. You know, they showed more energy. Probably control the game a bit better. Didn't allow Chelsea to have as many opportunities as they had in the first half, but they were really toothless in front of goal. You can see where we missed. Good to see Isak coming up in the last 20 minutes. He can get some fitness. Maybe all too late, obviously, for this season. But I always thought without the front three, there would be not give Chelsea too many problems as they've been really trying.
Point didn't really help either, does it?
He doesn't now, especially from Chelsea's point of view. I thought it was a fair game, probably an even result. Not too much in the second half.
Idi, si anakuonyesha madharau, anaharibu kitu yako na anakuambia I can only give you that round. Na sisa hiyo ati on man.
When usually Anfield would say would be a decent point.
Mwende ndiye huyu watu wangu
Mwende amefika.
kakaitele na miliki yaka
Good moments where the crowd really showed their dissatisfaction, particularly with Onasop taking off Rio Manoa. There was some surprise there. And who was at full time? What did you make of it, John?
Well, you know, it's been like that, you know, for the last.
Hey, I want to eat one.
Because, you know,
I want to eat. I'm not greedy. I want to eat this food here.
Solution to our problem isn't just to spend money because we spend so much money. And of course, we still, you know, find our feet in terms of the way we're going to play as a team. I don't know in a situation where we're going to be looking to be changing manager. Man United have been in that, teams have been in that. And if you get into a situation, Chelsea have been in it, what you're going to do is you're going to have a good squad. And as long as the players see that the manager has a lot of power, they won't take responsibility. So it's up to the players. So I'm not really happy with it. And they're normally very supportive of them anyway, so hopefully, it won't last.
Chelsea showing their appreciation to the travelling fans, Liverpool fans making their way out of Anfield.
Anasema hapo mimi niko greedy.
1-1 it ended. Ryan Gravenberch of Liverpool off to the perfect start very early on. The assist from Gamoa. They couldn't hold on to it. Chelsea found an equaliser through Enzo Fernandez. His free kick finding the back of the net with a reaction when we return.
Chile.
We love football.
Mwenda hajatuletea.
You're an expert. Just like Guinness.
Okay, once again, welcome to all to join us on the show. You know something good is about.
Watch out.
The gentlemen in here are more than ready in an excellent mood. All of this, we try to unpack how things have turned out. What particular extent?
Now, what then? We let somebody to go represent Nigeria with talent and abundance in this country. Just nurture them, give them the platform, and they make us back.
This broadcast is proudly brought by Predator Agencies. Rule your kingdom.
It is over. MotoGP is back. You know like MotoGP? The racing starts right here, right now.
Will be interesting in 2036 season.
Each May, Paris awakes to the sounds of tennis.
Ama Adams ako na frustrations za life.
This is tennis at its most intense.
Si ndio? Ukiona mtu akiavoid marafiki,
Its most
mostly inakuanga life frustrations.
most unpredictable, most inventive,
Na hataki to approach.
sometimes frustrating. Once emotional,
Ndio.
overwhelming even, but always triumphant. Playful, surprising. This is tennis at its most real.
Roland Garros across 2 broadcast channels only on the World of Champions.
Jana aliniambia na akanijua niambie anyone. Done. Acha ni mute hapa mtu.
One is the in swing, that if no one continues to go to the next an out swing. And he never meant that. That's a cross coming in, and of course he's trying to swing it. Other people.
Leo ndio nimeona madharau na macho.
I'm not having to say.
Si ndio?
When you look at it, concerns about Liverpool's defending its set pieces, obviously, and yet again found out here. John.
Yes, but I think that generally
I think ako kama damu kalikasirika kakaona huyu hata akikaa hapa akisaidiani. Acha arudi tu ndani.
But it's just, listen, when you look out, and that was a fortunate one. But
Damu alikuwa mshindano damu ya rudi.
So we are supported in
Ajabu leo wanasikianga vibaya kutolewa kwa do.
Sasa kwanza apigie hesabu ndio hii pesa inatoka.
Umesikia mzee anasema 30,000.
I feel like Gary would have tried because he didn't score too many goals. He said yes, he would have tried to claim it.
Yeah, but they're not aware about strikers can lie very easily, but he would be very guilty in trying to say, you see straight, we'll see through it.
It's hard to prove an issue like that. I don't like to stand on there. But like I said, he played a few part.
You're not lying right now, are you?
About
You just...
I'll give him a ton of the strikers.
Let's look at the opportunities for Liverpool. They were
Tunaona
denied
hizi kwa
twice
pita sasa
by
na
Wolves
Uda
in the
alianza
second
kunywa nini.
45. This is the moment where John Szoboszlai...
Uliwachanga, ulisema tu
Of course, anytime he's going to 40 yards away, he's going to shoot. Every time he's a fantastic strike. The goalkeeper doesn't want to be beaten at the near post, so you can say, you know, if you're beaten. And I think he got it covered, you can see, but you know, Dominic Szoboszlai anywhere around from 30 yards, and he's going to look to shoot. So yeah, he was unfortunate there. This one, of course, Virgil van Dijk, he's asking for a penalty. In many respects, had he not had a header and not hit the post, then he could have, you know, yes, he's wrestling.
It's risky, though, John. It's risky.
And I suppose had he even just fallen down without even heading it, then he would have had, I don't think he should have had a better play because he kept Samuels on his arms all around him. But I think for the fact that he had a clear head and he heading it, then he's asking for the penalty is probably what rescued it.
So Liverpool calling for a penalty there, they were not given one. And then at the other end, Chelsea thought they should have had a penalty. Let's look at this and get your thoughts on whether this should have been given.
So I've seen this a couple of times now. I don't think there's enough in it for me. And that's the goal that Chelsea have. I think when the ball goes through here now, you'll see it better on a different angle. I feel like Ping was in position, and João Pedro's almost got his leg. You'll see it on this angle. I'll explain it better now. There, he puts his leg across his leg. Makes the movement across, and then just gets tangled.
Mani imechapwa na matimu ngapi? Arsenal.
In line with the ball, and João Pedro tries to put his leg across. So for me,
unasema hii PSG Arsenal hii.
What would you like to see in the second half from Liverpool?
I'd like to see more composure. I'd like to see create more. I won't say necessarily clear-cut opportunities in terms of in front of goal, but be more progressive in getting into wide areas or getting in and around the box where they're going to have more shots like Dominic Szoboszlai. But as I said, when you're missing your three main strikers, you're really relying on people playing out of position, you know, to really do that. So for me, they never looked as if they were going to create those kind of opportunities that we want to see from them.
Zingine ukiona gari yako ikikaa hivyo mtu anasikia vibaya.
Maybe not Chelsea, but I think that when they start, Chelsea have to be happy.
Nasikia vibaya.
On that draw at Anfield, let's go.
Alafu mtu anakuja kuniambia 30,000.
Big eye, can you be happy with the point?
Amekuongesha bamba, ameifunga sijui na nini.
Aben, alikuwa alikuwa tengeneza.
Sijui hiyo pesa yote ilikuwa inaenda wapi? Hiyo pesa yote ilikuwa inaenda wapi?
I suppose breaking that run of defeats and even looking at the relationship between the fans and the players at the end here as well. That's progress, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. I think the fans always know that we give 100% to them. Today, they're really see it. We dug in deep. Like you said, I thought they've been great, but where we go, we're going to give 100% for the fans, for the club, for ourselves, and try and win the division.
And it feels to be back out there starting a Premier League match again. It's been a long time, right?
Yeah, 100%. Before the game, there was no nerves. I was just happy to be back out there. said to myself before the game, no matter what happens, how I play, just be blessed, stay back on the pitch and enjoy it.
And lasting 90 minutes as well is great ahead of the cup.
Yeah, you're right.
Little reminder to the manager that they're available now.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's down to the staff that I've been working with during my rehab. They put a perfect plan in place and built me up really well.
Hapo penye hizo si penye nilipeleka gari ilipelekwa Roysambu Quickmart pale nyuma. After umeleta shida sana ndio unaleta kuonyesha penye gari yako. Sasa hiyo haina engine.
Mentally that's tough. So to do the hard work and to get back and get the rewards of being somebody back on the pitch and starting, before you got one of the main centre backs, one of the main defenders in that Chelsea team, even at the young age that he is. We go from strength to strength, so delighted to see him back. And I thought he played, I thought he was solid today as well. So all in all, great to see him back for not just for the country. But
We did say this was a tough one to take for Chelsea, and that was definitely a penalty.
No, I mean, of course, it's Chelsea. And very much like the Liverpool one, I would say that Burgess was definitely a penalty now. You see strikers do this a lot where they, and Gary will tell you, even if they're the defensive position, they put their leg in there for you to either kick their leg or for you to run into their leg and then fall over. Now, of course, the body angles are different. Whereas for me, Frimpong had the line of the ball and he just put his leg across. So, and of course, he's probably on the halfway line. So for him to see people a clear view. As you can see, Frimpong's already there and he just put his leg across.
Just using his body, there. And I think if Frimpong was the one that made the first movement, then maybe you would have had a case. But I think it was Jack, like you said, a bit more efficient, a bit there.
It's a very big point for Chelsea. They first did 7 Premier League games and a pretty good way to go into the cup final next weekend.
Yeah, it's just because of the last results, isn't it? If you isolate this game as a whole, it was a great reaction after we went on down early on. They played some decent stuff, didn't create too much, but defensively didn't allow Liverpool to create too much. All in all, a decent performance from Chelsea. It's just sort of chasing the tails now, aren't they, in terms of the European spots. But if you isolate this game away at Anfield,
I think the performance was decent. When the result, you can see maybe disappointed in terms of the grit and the heart of the fight that they showed throughout the full 90 minutes. We haven't seen from Chelsea in the last 14 matches.
Well, that's Chelsea and their reaction to it today. What about Liverpool before? You said this is probably a bigger game for the manager on the side.
Well, yes, it's important for us not to lose. I would like to have won, I'd like to have played better. But, we're talking about Champions League, and a lot of people just, say, as long as we're in the Champions League, we're happy. It's a disappointing season. The front three players are missing, so we're playing against a Chelsea side who may be devoid of confidence, but on any given day they've got good players so they can perform as they did today. So overall, I'd say that I was happy with the results, not necessarily the performance, but I would just like the fans to get behind the soccer to the end of the season and see what happens. Because of course it goes on to the pitch once the continues.
Well, what do you think about Arne Slot's feature? You said this was big. It ended up
I don't think had he won, people would have been happier between now and the end of the season. Had they lost, they would not have been as happy. I don't think this is necessarily going to have an impact the next season. I don't think these next 2 games are going to be necessarily determine the future. I think they're going to be very recent, but I don't think that these last 2 games are not important to win. But in terms of whether it's going to be here or not next season, and I believe that we have to then, as far as I'm concerned,
mtu mmoja ameniuliza au mademu hapo mbona wamevaa hivyo?
Because Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti, whoever you think is going to come and do a better job, I don't think there's anyone out there who can do a better job. So, when people talk about you want to change the manager, who do you change it for to make it better? So that's for me. That I don't think there's anyone obvious out there who will make it, because a new manager coming in may say, I don't want these players, let's spend another 500 million. So therefore, and he won the league, so I've given him, some kind of kudos for that. And as much as they say maybe Jurgen Klopp's team was 4th. But last year he won the league with that team. All these players coming in, he didn't have time now from that season. I think it'd be a rush decision in terms of the next appointment. It has to be right, doesn't it? So I think they will give us that time. But it's going to be important. It's going to be a big summer in terms of potential players moving in and out.
Wanakuokoleanga mataimu za mtende sana, wanakukoto ukiona mtende anataka kukuibia, wanakujanga wanamwambia hapana, Hiyo achana na hela. Mbona kutanganga na mtu hapo job place nyingine? Unajua wakubwa kuja huko na wapromotingi huko kwa maofisi za gava. Pata msee huko. Na ule mnyima tip hata kufrustrate. Manga. Hii ni pakenchi.
Ndize. Oh, inakuwa na betri nyingine nyuma. Nilikuwa na kindo.
Yangu siko na betri mbili.
Kuna ya ngoma sasa. Karibu ni ile ndio jamaa hii ngoma imeichapa tu hivyo.
Nimezoea kudrive sana mfuata.
Unaenda side ya right.
Acha tulikuwa njaa bwana. Hatuna leo 6 ya kukunywa. Mgani huyo?
Mambo mingi.
Huyo.
Wengine mnamsumbua. Wengine unaweka mtu kupasa mbona anasumbua.
Sisi hii ni watu watutangingi maneno. Now I'm going home now.
Relax.
We were so hungry, so we had to take some food and we go home. Sir, it's time to go home. My friend has helped me the whole day on some stupid issues. Unajua ukizoesha watu content medical like daily uko na content za fulani
watu wanatokea
usipokuja online wanachanganga umsibu wake.
Na kitu niliona inahitaji consistency.
So badala ya kuweka badala ya kwenda kuweka post ya written, ingia tu online waone huyu mzee hawezi ingia. Na bado akikuwatch unaona kama watu Twitter wamelike. Si bado inaingiza tu.
Iko tu sawa hivyo.
Acha niwaonyeshe party after party. My friend, this is Kenya man. Kenya. Uga enda pole pole. Hebu turemshe hiyo kio. This is Kenya my friend. Look. Hey, this is Kenya. Yeah. We party after party. Hey. Hey. Sasa ndio watu wanaingia sasa. Sasa ndio hii gate ya kutoka. Bado hajaingia, nilikuwa nimepoza hata waingie. Unaweza ngoja, unaona watu bila unakosa aje kujua. Alafu umesikia vile inaitwa
Al-Fakir.
Ati?
Al-Fakir.
Ule mzee ulisikia akisema
Al-Fakir. Nimekuambia sasa kuna vibe ya home.
Just chill and relax.
Chill and relax.
Twende tutokea hapa. Now we were taking some lunch, we are heading home. I'll come at live on the normal topics at night. This time Doc is enjoying. Doc is enjoying some good time with his friend. Bye. Some good time with my friend. Lakini mimi ndio nawaonyeshanga masehemu. Si ndio?
Sana.
Sasa alfakiri na kuanga hapo. Twende straight eh?
Nilianza kuanzisha YouTube channel. Nilikuwa nikienda town. Unaona sana kuja hivi Maroroi. Naonyesha watu like this. Unaelewa?
Hizo zinaitwa
travel, zinaitwa Maroroi, nje ni hivi.
Hizo zinaitwa travel vlogs.
Travel vlogs.
Yeah. Food vlogs, travel vlogs. Mimi unajua yangu ni pure mimi.
Ziko hizo vlogs?
Mimi yangu ni pure medical. Fuck. Sorry. Mata nitatea shida. Machupa nataka kuzitupa, naona nitamwaga nini huko. Acha nitatupa huko kwa barabara. Kijapi. Toke online sasa.